Hi, I'm Brian Cannone. Thank you for visiting fitnessatlantic.com. And in this video clip, I'd just like to follow up on my last one. And in the last one, we talked about social networking and spending time on the internet. And what frustrates me is that I see that a lot of people spend time social networking and loading up things that they give away. You know, you go and you do a photo shoot, whether or not you paid for it, you still spent your time doing it. So you went, you had a professional photographer take your picture, you take those pictures and you give them away on Facebook just for your friends to see. And I remember talking to somebody about it, and I said, why do you do that? And they go, what else am I supposed to do with them? And I go, well, you do a website. You know, we don't have that much money right now. Things are tight. Okay, but there's free websites. You can do things that, and I don't recommend that you get a free website like you know, WordPress or Blogger, but you could do that to start. I recommend that you pay for one. It's not that much money. You can get one done. I don't care if you pay $1,000. The money you can make is tenfold from that. And when I talk about money online, just wanted to say this, you know, openly. As somebody that runs a show, gets entry fees from people, tries to pay for a big event, tries to bring in people to buy tickets, all this stuff that I do, it's a hobby that makes some money, but not as much as your online business can make. You'll make more money out of a website. And there's less investment in it. What can you do? Well, for one, you're going to talk about what you're passionate about. You're going to talk about things that you like, which is going to be health and fitness. So one time I remember a guy that I know, works some of my shows, comes there and goes, hey, how come you never talk about me online? And I go, what am I supposed to talk about you about? You got to talk online. You know, you go out and write an article. You get a flip camera and do a video. Then I'll push it out there for you. You got to do some of the work yourself. You can't depend on somebody to always do these things for you. Now, everybody talks about wanting an endorsement contract, wants to be in the magazines, and wants to be paid. But you got to look at it as a business. So what do you bring to the table? What you want to talk about most of the time, you're in great shape. How did you get in great shape? That's what people want to know. How did you get in great shape? What does it do for you? How can you get that person in great shape? So that would be the main thing about a website, is usually about getting people in shape. So that would be one thing to talk about. And through that thing, you're going to find that there's avenues. Now, back in the day, everybody came out with a website. It was pretty bland. It had about 6 pages to it. And I remember when I started my website, fitnessatlantic.com, started it in 2001. And actually, the person that started my website for me was another show producer. And it was myself running my show and another guy in Rhode Island who was running a show on the same day. And he had sent me asking for me to put a link on my website to his. Wait, no, it wasn't. He sent it to another person. He sent a link to somebody who said, can you link this? And I found out the show's in Rhode Island on my day, so I didn't have a website. I wrote him and said, can you move your date? And he said, no, I can't move my date. I already have my flyers out, which is a lot of times that happens to promoters. You run a show, you plan it, and then there's another guy running a show on the same day, and you try to work it out so that you're not going for that same market of people. So we ended up staying in touch so that next year we didn't have the shows on the same day again. And we met halfway, and we sat down, and this guy had a website already. So he said he would make mine. So we started a website, and it was a few pages long. It was basically your advertisements for the show. And I always wanted him to add more and add more and add more. And he would tell me that having a website, every time you add something, it's going to cost more money for hosting, because if more people go to your website and look at photos, that it was going to take up bandwidth on your website, and then it was going to cost me more to have that website online. I'm like, I don't care, I want all these pictures online. He goes, no, just put pictures of your winner. No, I want 1,000 pictures online. And it ended up being where I still think I'm right. I think content is king online. You want a lot of stuff on your website. You want it all on your website. You want every article you can come up with, every picture you can come up with, everything you have that has to do with a photo of you, working out, doing this, talking about working out. Everything should be on that website. That's your home base. That's where everything is. And eventually he just got a little, it became too much for him. He didn't want to do my website because I was just like, I need this on there. I want this. I want this moved. I want that changed. And then in 2003, I ran a show in Boston, and I met Mike Westerdal, who runs my website now. He helps me out with it. He owns criticalbench.com. It's a huge website, and he was along my same lines as myself, and he was also living in Boston at the time. He helped me sell some tickets for that show, and we started talking, and he goes, you know something, Bri? You're missing out on a huge opportunity because your website does not make you money, and you can make money with your website. So I go, well, okay. So I started looking at different webmasters, and of course there were some that had very flashy sites. Flash is cool. Flash, when you have something moving around, and a lot of people had Flash intros to their sites, and you would land on it, it would do something, you have to wait for it to load, and it would do something cool. And he, came back and he said, no, I agree, those sites look great, but are you going to be able to make money at it again? It's like, well, okay, I want something that looks great, but I also want, if that's possible, then let me make money for hosting the website. He goes, yeah, you could probably, break even, make some money at this, do that. And we put different ads. So back then, it was very hard. Everybody thought if you had a website and you had a lot of viewers, people want to take bands of advertising out on your site, which really wasn't true. Everybody had a hard time selling these advertising ads on their website. Google then came out with an ad campaign program called AdSense. And you could put these ads all over your website, everywhere. And all they do is pay-per-click. So you're not selling anybody anything, you're not hard selling things, but you have ads on your site that are relevant to the content that you put up. People click on this, and at the end of the month, you get a check from Google. It's pretty cool. And from there's a lot of other affiliate type products that are out there. So you sign up for an affiliate program, you put this stuff on your website, and it ends up where people go to your website, the more viewers you get, the more people that see your site, the higher off your rankings become. The more viewers coming through, the more clicks you get on these things. So you can absolutely monetize your website, and that again is your home base, but you can sell personal training sessions, you can sell online coaching, you can sell your autographed 8x10s, you can create a DVD and you can put your DVD online. There's so much opportunity that is up to the competitor themselves to take advantage of. And that's the follow-up I just wanted to start with, just again to go over social networking and wasting time online to actually making it where that is your business. Okay, so the online community is growing every day. You're seeing it with iPhones, iPads, all these different things are coming out. It's not going away. So that's where you want to spend your time. And if you are in social networking, you are spending a lot of time, start thinking about, get your own website, get your own home base, and think about affiliate marketing, because it's huge. Go to the bookstore, go to Borders Books, go buy a book. It's on affiliate marketing, and you'll learn a lot. And it's not hard to do, and you can hire people to help you. So thank you. I'll see you in the next one.